All in the Family, Maude, The Jeffersons, yes, all shows from the 1970s when television took a sharp turn away from the feel-good, make-nice sitcoms of years prior and opened up a new sensibility in TV programming. Some of it was funny, some not so much, but it was all provocative and pioneering for the barriers it broke, the topics it covered, and the envelopes it pushed. A warning, some of what we're going to show you over the next 2 minutes contains strong language, so if there are children in the room, you may want to turn down the volume and count to 120. Stephanie Elam brings us our report now, live from Los Angeles. Stephanie.
That's right, Jake. When you think about it, some of what we are about to show aired freely without any kind of warning on primetime television. So the fact that we are even giving our viewers that heads up about the language says so much about how TV has changed in the last 40 years or so. Television in the 70s was a shock to the system.
Our world is coming crumbling down. The coons are coming.
After decades of shows that sanitized the American condition, in the 70s, language on primetime TV took a grittier tone.
How would you like it if I called you nigger? You called me nigger.
That's no worse than honky.
It was television legend Norman Lear who revolutionized prime time with his brand of blunt, in-your-face comedy.
It was prompted by what we were thinking about and talking about in our newspapers and in our lives. Everything came from that. We didn't have to make up stories.
They were able to walk that tightrope in the early 70s. It's a little bit more difficult now in a much richer, more diverse, multidimensional society that we have.
Take Modern Family.
It's important that you celebrate the culture of your ancestors. You are Vietnamese.
No, I'm not. I'm gay. I'm gay.
Honey, no, you're not gay. You are just confused.
And Blackish.
Mexicans can't be jumping the line. It's bad enough they started taking black people's jobs.
These multicultural comedies may still tackle race and sexuality, but they don't dare touch the language used in TV's golden age. So what's happened? A pendulum swing.
It was sort of just the floodgates of we no longer just say things behind closed doors. And then the reaction to that, of course, was being more politically correct.
And while the themes are still similar, the language they used so blatantly on TV in the 70s, in many cases, is now just cringeworthy.
Why don't you arrest some white drivers? I do. You do? Well, where are they? Look at all these niggas in here.
Oh, yikes, it just feels uncomfortable. So uncomfortable even that I trimmed down that last joke from Sanford & Sons because to my ears in 2015 it just felt, well, gratuitous. But one of the biggest changes from the 70s to now is that instead of having an Archie Bunker tell us who people are, we now see a more diverse wave of characters portraying what life is like for a broader swath of Americans. And Jake, you might argue that that too is progress.
All right, thank you, Stephanie Elam. Now our money lead.